bizarro world here? Are we living in some... This is the mayor now saying he can break the law. And we're holding Scott Stringer, the controller, to this, to void this contract, make this into affordable housing or senior center like it should be.
No, they just don't want it here.
But the Juniper Park Civic is behind you guys, again, and we're happy to stand side by side with you. Elmhurst United was our biggest backer in Maspeth. They stood with us every single night, and we will do the same here with you. And thanks very, very much again for this really great turnout. Thank you.
Our next speaker is an activist, a native of Sunset Park, Brooklyn. He spent his whole life there, and he has joined us in our battle of homeless shelters. They have their own problems over in Sunset Park, which we will hear about later. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Mr. Delvis Valdes of Sunset Park.
You ever heard of him?
Thank you, Phil, Sally, Anna, and Bob. I want to thank you also because, as you said earlier, Elmhurst United helped you guys out in Maspeth. Well, Elmhurst United and Maspeth also helped us out in Sunset Park. You guys came down by the busload, and we had rallies over there in Sunset Park when they did another flim-flam like they did over here, and they were going to open up a hotel. The sign went up, Howard Johnson's. Within 24 hours, the sign went down, and the homeless came in the middle of the night. That's the tactic of this administration. No community notification, no consulting with any elected officials, as was discussed earlier. In the middle of the night, breaking the law, as Mr. Holden said. It's irresponsible and it's outrageous that this administration gets to get away with it. It's ridiculous. So renewing the contract should be off the table. This thing should be on a month-to-month basis until this place is closed down or turned into affordable housing or a senior center. That's what's needed. And that's needed. In Sunset Park, we had an incident about a month ago where a person almost kidnapped a child within his gate. And we have the same circumstances in Brooklyn that we do over here in Queens. We have middle-income homes and property owners right next to the shelter. And they arrested the gentleman because the property owner came out just in time to stop the incident. They chased the individual, they caught him, they arrested him. Now it turns out that he was a former resident of the shelter. This is the problems that we're having. We need to wait for a tragedy to occur for people to react. It's nonsense. These folks in these shelters need services and they're not being provided the services that they need. Therefore, they pose a danger to the surrounding neighborhoods, and it's just not acceptable. So I'm with you guys. I'm going to stay with the battle. I'm glad you guys came out and helped us out in Sunset Park, and I'm with you all the way. Phil, Sally, Bob, thank you very much.
Thank you. This shelter should never have been open. And when we brought it to the mayor's attention, he should have realized he made a major mistake. And yet, several years later, here we are. Not only in this community, in Maspeth, Sunset Park, all throughout the entire city. This is so disgraceful. And it took what? The mayor of the city of New York 3 years to recognize it was his problem and not the former mayor's. And yet, what have we done? The homeless population, I stand with every single community in this city to do this the right way, involve the communities, and actually help the homeless population. So once again, I want to thank everybody who's here for keeping the fight, because we have to stand up to our own city government. It's unfortunate, but we're going to do it, and we're going to continue until we win.
That's right.
Literally, no one is asking for more shelters except the mayor, who wants to open 90 more.
Oh my goodness.
Homeless neighborhoods all over the city are opposed to them, and taxpayers simply don't want their money wasted. Mayor
The shelter right here is called the Pan American Hotel, which used to be a hotel for stewardesses and pilots for LaGuardia Airport, but they converted it into a family shelter, I guess, for families and their children.